We've gone back in time, folks.
You are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think we're on the run. We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who
Hang on.
will make you think again. 'Cause who do
What are you doing?
you are kidding?
Clearly calls for dancing.
If you think
I've got one of these.
I know, I'm going to shut it up.
Okay, thank you. Are you gonna listen to the whole song?
Well, it's not that long. And there's nobody here, actually. I'm just dancing to...
Dancing to no one.
Yeah, I may have
You're
played...
dancing for me.
Oh, you can see.
Wonderful.
Hello! I may have pitched that way too soon. I may have to do it again. Just do a second intro. Hello, everyone. Well, that was sombering TV, wasn't it? It was a sober affair. But since we are clearly in a jam and in a pickle... Top quality jokes, folks. In a jam, in a pickle.
Nice dancing.
Nice dancing. I thought so, you know. Did you miss the intro? I can play it again. A whole 59 seconds worth of top quality music that's probably going to be copyright censored. See, I was even able to dig out, because clearly we need these things. I've even got my home guard manual. Yes, because I come from the 1900s.
Oh, Mr. Mannering.
Don't tell him your name, Pike. Still one of the best lines in television.
Shall I take your pickle?
Yes, do you want to take the pickle away? Because we don't actually need that. Bonjour, bonjour, Joe. Hello, how are you? How are we all after that marvellously invigorating bit of television? Oy, oy, oy. RCKP, how are we doing? How are your parents? How are your folks, by the way? I was literally in the middle of messaging you when you messaged me. Because I can't remember if I even remember to ask.
Oh, and the garden looks really nice.
Oh, yes, we saw the pictures of your garden. Sterling work. We'll send you a picture of ours soon. We can't do as much with it. Mr. Nosler's joined us. Hello, Mr. Nosler. How are you? There's a wave. Oh, that's clever. A little wave thing. Hello. So yes, here we are. All locked down because some people couldn't obey the rules. Time for the first joke of the evening. How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it.
Oh, that's clever.
I am with a tingling finger due to an electric shock. Joe, what have you been doing? Well, dear me, you be careful with yourself. You just said don't go to hospital. We can't go there. Do be careful. What was that skit by Dara O'Brien about the electrician who doesn't really know what he's doing, and his method of getting through is licking his finger and sticking it in the socket and saying, that's not going to work every time. Alice Penn, good evening. Hello, how are we? Hope you're well. Nobody feel down about the television. We'll all be fine. Even though you included the line, many more of us are going to die. Oh, brilliant. Especially being honest. But here we are. It's all a great excuse to come on internet television all the more and make jams and things. Although, honestly, we're hoping what this will mean is that they'll stop panic buying. Second joke for the evening. I bought some shoes from a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day.
Oh my god.
Yes. I stuck my finger near a capacitor. Oof. Well, I hope you're all right. I'm not serious. I'm making terrible jokes here, but I had my last couple of lollipops today before the shop shut, so I can't be mad. Well, you know what? The shops are clearly going to stay open, aren't they? Hopefully this will all stop the panic buying and people can just return to normal. And now we're humming Dad's Army because I played it as an intro on the laptop here. Oh dear. I'm trying to find a really bad joke for you all.
I like that.
You like this one? The Secret Service isn't allowed to yell "Get down" anymore when the president is about to be attacked. Now they have to yell "Donald, duck." I'd say I'll now go home, but I'm here. I'm going to be here for how long? 3 months? 13 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah, it's 3 weeks for now.
Oh,
Lockdown.
Okay. Yes, lollipops. It is a bit cold, sure. Oh, ice cream. You know, fight the cold with more cold. You see, right now I've got this book, but I've also got another one. It's about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. Anybody?
This is horrendous. Is anyone even...
Nope. No one is laughing at any of these jokes. Well, I did title it Bad Jokes.
I did, yeah.
So, you know, we weren't...
Well, at least you're not a comedy channel.
At least, yes. We are not a comedy channel. Oh, dear. Dear me. Anyway, more jokes shall come. More jokes will come. But speaking of jokes, we're back to the jam. It has sat for more than overnight and more than 8 hours. And I'm going to try and... if I tilt... No, that's not going to work. Hang on. Maybe if I... Hang on. Could you pop the light up for me, though? For the kitchen.
Sure. You want both? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as much light as possible. So, I'm going to try and... You may be able to see or not that we've managed to get quite a bit of liquid in the bottom there. Seems to be a nice syrupy combination of gin and jam and sugar. I'm just going to smell. Jam time indeed. Ooh, that smells
good. It smells quite orangey.
Yeah, it's quite potent with the old orange. But we'll just crack on gently, and I need... Because we've done all the hard work. Now all we need to do is slowly boil, keep stirring continuously. So what I'm going to probably do is turn the camera around. Yeah, you want to pop that out of the way. Maybe you'll just need to occasionally move my spoon rest. Occasionally give us a bad joke here and there. So here we go. Let's turn you around. Look at that. All the fun of a food bag to look at as well. Isn't that marvellous? There we are.
Should I move it?
Move that out of the way. Right, bear in mind, I think this is the first time I've ever made jam. So, you know... Oh, well, it's sticky. Oh, my God. Oh, hello. Oh, that's crystallised. There we are. Oh, my word. Whether or not it... Ooh. I don't know if we can see here, folks, but we've got some, for want of better words, goop. And not by that celebrity, deranged product. Come on and sue me.
Do you remember the actress's name? Go on, have a guess.
Have a punt.
Have a try.
Have a try. I know she was in Iron Man.
Oh yeah, well done.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
Look at that, folks. What do you want? Orange? I do want orange. There we go. Not orange. I'm going to have a quick glance at the old recipe book. How's that frost stage left? Make sure I've not missed anything this time. Bring slowly to boil, slowly stirring all the time. Apparently we shall create some kind of scum, which is delightful. So we're going to put this on to a low heat. There we are. And now we're going to start stirring. And not stop. Orange, you glad I didn't say apple again? Hey, now we're getting on board. Come on, folks. Let's join in with your bad jokes. I'm sure there's got to be more out there.
I love the Star Wars ones. Star Wars ones.
Star Wars ones. Do you want to bring
Even though I don't even watch Star Wars.
You don't even watch Star Wars. You've never watched Star Wars. Have you ever watched any Star Wars?
No. Oh, I saw one time that annoying character that everyone hates.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, him running, and then that's all I saw.
With the floppy ears, yeah. So here we are.
That's the most I've seen.
Okay, recap. KP and I were very distracted to begin with. Well, what we've got here is, good to see you're enjoying something else. This clearly should be background watching. We're not sure what's going on. But what we're doing is we did jam last night, except yours truly misread the recipe. And then it had to be left for 8 hours overnight. And also, we were meant to use, well, actual figs, but because... Fresh figs. But because everyone was panic buying...
No one was panic buying
I'm imagining
figs.
Everyone was panic buying figs. Joe says knock, knock. Knock, knock. Who's there, Joe? whilst we make jam. So what we used was dried figs, which supposedly will work.
Yeah, but not in the way that you've done it.
Not in the way that we've done it.
Don't
include you in this. So what this makes, we shall see. But apart from that, we've got... in fact, do you want to grab it?
Grab what?
The Giardinera.
Again?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
RC and KP. Show them what we did.
Put it away.
I know, take it back out again. The best baked bean producer. And there he is. Who's panic buying figs? I don't know, but who's panic buying toilet roll? Lunatics. Mad fools. So what we were also doing at the same time, which I'll just drop in front, is making an Italian pickle. Oh, hang on. The best baked bean producer who is the correct answer, Joe, isn't it? I can't even do knock-knock jokes. Branston's. Oh, no. No, we know that's the wrong answer. So RCKP, hopefully, you know, when we see you, this will, well, if I've not eaten it all it is Italian pickled vegetables. And that's it. And wrong. What's wrong, Mr. Nosler? Apart from the fact I can't do a knock-knock joke, which is a fairly bad sign, really. It's not that hard to do. We have a Star Wars joke for over in the corner. Because they're an absolute joke, pathetic beans. Yes, I can imagine a Branston bean seller coming a cropper at your front door. So here we are. This is top quality entertainment, folks. You are watching, quite literally, a pan full of vegetables being stirred. Vegetables? What? Fruit. Top quality professional cooking here. I can't even tell you if it's a vegetable or a bit. Clearly it's a vegetable doing the stirring. So all we're doing is doing this at a low heat, slowly bringing it up to a boil. I'm going to turn the temperature up just a little bit. Swap hands because it's quite a thick and gooey consistency, which is good. I think that's what we want from jam. If any of you feel like having a cracker, it's seemingly very easy to do, depending on whether or not this is any good. It's literally figs, oranges, sugar. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't think I put anything else in. Oh my goodness gracious. We've created, I think, civil war in the chat here. RC and KP are Branston fans.
No!
Goodness gracious.
We want more of you.
No, Mr. Nosler, I feel like someone has just shot me in the chest. Heresy. Oh no. Oh God. They just said we all need to band together, and what I've done is just created a very small and minor civil war based upon baked beans. There's enough to go around for everyone, folks. We're tolerant and accepting here. Can you imagine actually if Marvel did a civil war based on something like that? I like beans. I like this sort of beans. And, you know, just literally lobbing cans of beans at each other. Do you have a joke for us? Oh, I know, I'm demanding. Also, I've got a really sticky hand now already.
How long do you have to...
Until it turns into jam.
Okay.
So I can't see how many of you here in chat, but if there's anyone hiding in the background, come and join in. Come and say hello. Be reassured. All is well. And we have a joke.
Okay. Which program do Jedi use to open PDF files?
I don't know. Which program do they use to open PDF files?
Adobe One Kenobi.
I like that one.
I love all the Obi-Wan Kenobi ones. They're my favourite ones.
Do you even know who Obi-Wan Kenobi is?
No. Let me find another one.
There we are. So on cooking terms, just before we go, we're getting a slight thickening. Very slight. So we'll just keep gently stirring.
Which Star Wars character travels around the world?
I don't know which Star Wars character could have
Do you actually think that you know the answer? But
No, I don't. I just wanted to say Obi-Wan Kenobi because it seems to be a good answer.
Globy-Wan Kenobi. It's good for me. I love those ones.
Deary me. You should play Lego Star Wars once the gaming PC is set up to educate yourself. Oh, that might be quite fun, actually. My niece was playing Lego Harry Potter and she was having a whale of a time with it. Really enjoying that. It's top quality entertainment here, folks.
Yeah.
I'm now literally I was just...
Can I do a bit of stuff?
Go on, you do a bit. Yeah.
Then you can tell some jokes.
Go on then. I shall find my appalling jokes. Which literally, I got a laptop up for and everything.
Do you think we should mush it down?
No, just keep stirring. I think it's breaking down slowly.
Oh, I feel like the skins are tough. I think
That's why we need to
should
keep
feel
doing
them.
it slowly, I think.
Okay. Do you feel like we should use a masher?
No, just keep stirring. Oh, we're good. My friend keeps saying, cheer up, man. It could be worse. You could be stuck underground in a hole full of water. I know he means well. Oh, dear. Justice is a dish best served cold. If it were served warm, it would just be just water. Oh.
Alice also says Branston. I don't
Oh my
understand it.
goodness.
Branston beans are so thick. Like,
Much,
there's no
much
juice.
like your husband. It's
Aw, that's not true. They're so thick. Oh, I just don't like them.
It's all in the game is
Co-op.
co-op. Oh,
So
good.
we can
That's
play it.
cool. Are you guys back in the quarantine now? Yes, well, we all are now. Here's a joke.
Working from home.
The local garden store was selling a single penguin chocolate bar for one whole Great British pound.
Wait, here is a joke. The local garden store was selling a single penguin chocolate bar. Oh, that is a joke.
That's
Like,
crazy. Not funny, ha ha, but bloody Nora.
I love penguins.
Yeah, but for a pound? Good Lord. That's a very
I
expensive
know you
penguin.
used to be able to get like a pack of like 10 or 12, was it, for £1?
Yeah.
Yes, we are working from home. Although I'm off this week, so.
Yeah, it's just me.
Yeah.
Here we are. The fattest knight at King Arthur's Round Table was Circumference. He acquired his size from too much pie.
Huh?
It's a math joke. From circumference.
I need to
As
see
in
it.
the circumference?
For circumference.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely sucks. And what do zombie vegetarians eat? Grains.
Oh, that's awful. That's really awful.
Top quality punnery here.
I liked the one saying I've ordered a chicken and egg from Amazon. I'll let you know.
I'll let you know which. That's a good one.
Sorry that I've stolen your role.
Not at all. We're interchangeable. I'm now over here saying hello to the chat. Hello, chat. See, I'm over here.
It is 4-3, Heinz to Branston.
Maybe that's going to
Yeah.
have to be a. I'll have to make a bespoke extension. People vote, are you Heinz or Branston, and just watch it ticking up.
You know, like when people have Patreon, you could have your level in beans.
Beans. Well, Mr. Alice Penn also votes Branston. Interesting. Mr. Alice Penn will also have to make his own account then. And come and wade into the fray. Just going to give it, because we are doing cooking.
Yeah, we are.
Supposedly. So I'm just going to bring you in for a closer look. Try and not shake it too much. Here we are.
I think we'll have to end up sieving off the...
Skins.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I shall try one whilst once we've finished it. There we are. Back we are again. It's nicely breaking down now.
It's getting more liquidy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a low heat for a long time?
Yeah, you
Is that
see
how
a
it
low
works?
heat and slowly bring it to the boil. So I'm going to turn it up again in a minute.
Alright.
Now I need to stir it for about
Wait,
15
well,
minutes.
I can just see if it bubbles.
I'm going to turn it up to... There we are.
There are some bubbles.
Yeah, but we'll bring it to the boil slowly. Let's follow the guidance. Yes, we're getting a bit far now. Joe is saying my extended family all vote to Heinz. Branson, this could spiral out.
Yeah, my whole family would as well.
Blimey.
My family's massive.
I was going to say this is spiraling out of control rapidly. I don't mind if you all come in and had some sort of deranged and impressive civil war over beans in the chat. Thousands upon thousands of people berating each other for their bean choice and just waiting for the one person that gives a third option. What is a third option? I suppose it would have to be own brand.
Own brand, yeah. But I don't think anyone buys own brand unless they really have to, right?
And who knows? We might have to. Or we'll just not eat beans.
I just wouldn't eat
just
beans.
not eat beans. Just wait until they come back again. So, in all honesty, what we do in the coming weeks is up in the air a little bit because it will just depend what we can get our hands on, really. I had wanted to do the 10-minute challenge again sometime soon, but unsurprisingly, we're struggling to get hold of fresh pasta. Most of we've got the prawns still.
We've got the prawns.
But we haven't got the rest of the ingredients for it, because I'd like to try and beat my 17-minute mark now that I've...
and it was so
I've set a benchmark, and it was good dinner. So I don't know, folks, what are all your plans whilst we are all going to behave and help our country along by staying home for at least 3 weeks? It's the most ideal time in the world, I think, to like computer games, to be honest.
Yeah. Imagine how much all the Twitch streamers are making.
Yeah, I imagine the guys that do this for a living are currently they're making hay while the sun shines. Whilst we over here, we're having a delightful chat with all of you and we're making some jam. Who's the real winner, I say? Who's the real winner? Us is the short answer. There's a deathly silence there. So, the mere accumulation of people of poor taste is not an argument making. Which one could also say about people following the guidance to stay at home. Poor decision making does not make a good group decision.
Oh, it's boiling.
Oh, it's boiling. Keep stirring. Don't stop.
Okay. I think it's definitely getting thicker.
Yeah, I think so too. And of course, spring is here. Spring is here, and we all got so excited we wet our plants. That was a joke, everybody.
I thought
that was an actual joke. An actual joke. Excellent. So you're keeping busy in the gardening and painting. What are we painting now? Haven't you done the whole house? I thought you had. Or are you redecorating?
Ooh.
Oh, gardening. Excellent. We've got gardeners everywhere. We'll throw your pictures online. Let us see what's going on. RCKP, we've already seen yours, of course, but keep sending us pictures.
What colour? What painting?
What painting? Where? Colours? Inform us. We are intrigued.
What gardening? What plants will be planted?
We've got some ideas, but it requires going out and getting them or getting them delivered.
It's like a big thing in South Korea at the moment that everyone's growing bean sprouts.
Okay. Is it to be more sustainable?
I think it's just like a social media craze because everyone's at home, so they're all making posh coffee and then growing bean sprouts. So.
Plague demons? What? Oh, you're painting plague demons as in the little miniatures. God, I wonder what I thought you'd been invaded. This was just a cry for help. We're being invaded by plague demons.
Agapanthus. What are
Agapanthus. Ooh. I'm aiming to master the arts of darts and northern soul dancing. Okay, now that's got to have a video, Mr. Nosler. I'm sorry, you may have lost the other one. Don't think we forgot that. We can at least have one. That was
TikTok.
TikTok. Yes, you had a TikTok video. Now we must at least see the northern soul dancing. And right, I'm going to go look up Agapanthus. Right, you keep stirring. I'm going to look that up. Oh, God, it's playing again. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Sorry, folks. Oh, God, what the hell? Let's play it again. Come on.
That's harsh.
What's that?
KP says that RC is practically a plague demon, to be fair.
No. Oh, no. Agapanthus. That's a nice looking flower.
Is it? Let me see.
Hang on,
Oh,
swap.
yeah.
Look at that. Tagging out there.
Oh, that's so pretty.
So just bring that up to the camera. We're getting a nice thickening here.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it smells good too, actually.
I think it smells very potently of orange.
Yeah, I mean, I did
Do you want to
race.
taste some? Is it okay to taste it?
I think we should keep going. I mean, it needs at least 15. Hang on.
Okay.
I have no idea what will happen after Dad's army. Oh, good grief. I don't know what that is. Let's go with that.
Oh,
no, the-
I just dropped some down.
Okay, hang on. Sneak in here.
Be careful.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, that's why I said be careful.
Tastes good though.
What does it
Hang
taste
on,
of though?
I shall
Just
wipe
sugar?
that so you don't get. No, it's at the moment it's mostly orange and a nice sweetness. This we have to bear in mind, folks. If you didn't see the last stream, I proportioned the sizes down simply because there weren't that many figs in the countryside where we lived, so I could only get so many. So sort of incrementally done it down. Oh, excellent! Other people. Oh,
Sorry.
that was a present.
I was just trying to get the stuff up. Do you think we should turn this down a bit?
No, you need to keep it on the boil.
Okay.
Keep it there. There we are. There we go. Oh, you've got fellow Agapantha keepers. RCKP have got them. So's Joe. We should all get them.
I feel out of the loop.
Oh, we'll have to get some.
Out of the Agapantha loop. I'm sure we're pronouncing it wrong.
Well, yeah, you all know what we mean.
Oh, it's really... I feel like we should turn... Like,
No,
keep,
it definitely says keep it on the boil.
Well, yeah, but if you turn it down the temperature, it doesn't mean it will stop boiling. It means it will boil
No,
less
it says
vigorously.
boil steadily at the boiling temperature.
Oh, wait. You know when you make jams, usually, people have a jam thermometer. Because
Yeah.
you're meant to get it to a certain temperature, right?
104 degrees C.
We've got a meat thermometer. Would that
I might
work?
do it. I'll give that a whirl. Hang on, we don't often use the meat thermometer. Hang on, keep stirring. Team F here, where's the... Right. Obviously don't do this, and I promise this is perfectly clean. Unfortunately, it doesn't get to 104, so
Oh,
it's going to be
okay,
totally
right.
useless. It starts at 120.
Oh, okay.
But I suppose actually we could put it in and just check that we're not over. We are way over. Right,
Let's
hang on.
see. Oh, didn't I tell you?
You did. Right, there we go. Let's knock that down. So what we may have, folks, is scalded jam. For their danger, Athropa belladonna are rather nice to look at.
Oh, is that like...
Oh, belladonna, yes. Yeah.
Isn't that like... What's
What?
that called? Nightshade or... Is that what that is? I don't know.
That's the belladonna.
I don't want to kill anyone with our plants.
No. Oh, no, they're pretty.
Oh, deadly nightshade, is that what it's called? Is that the other name? Here, you start, it's boiling.
It's boiling? Right, okay, let's swap round. Okay. So we only really need to do this for a max of 15 minutes. So, do you want to just pop a timer on?
I said how long, and then you said as long as it takes.
And then I looked it up in the book and it said 15 to 20 minutes.
Well, how long have we been going?
Well, no, we're now up to a boil, so just do it for 15 minutes from this point.
There, you're on.
Here we are. We're on. Where it goes.
Should I put the pickle away again?
Yes, go on. Has everyone seen enough of the pickle?
Yeah.
Everyone happy with the pickle? I tell you, it tastes good. Although I was not brave enough to keep the blue garlic, although I've not yet found out why on earth it did turn blue. Could just be, I suppose, it was next to something that just sort of reacted with it. KP is in for a world of trouble for the next 3 weeks. Yes, I can imagine. Cheeky chappy that he is, and he's got nowhere to escape to. But it must be quite, I mean, I know, obviously know what you guys do. I imagine there's not a great deal of working from home. Are you just sort of on paid leave? Is it just a case of put your feet up, relax, sit back, wait for this all to blow over? Oh, has anyone, by the way, not seen Simon Pegg and Nick Frost doing their public service announcement? If you haven't, go and watch it after this. Stay here and watch stay with us for now, but you know, what you've done. There we are. You don't mean... You mean... Surely, KP, surely. Although it is a terrible shame. You're on paid leave now. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now giving away what it is I do for a living, because I shouldn't really and can't, because it's for various boring reasons. But I can work from home, so I will still be working from home for the next 3 weeks. KP's working community for now. Oh right, so you're actually still out and about in the world. Okay. French Owl returns. Hoot hoot. Well, I'm pleased to say the skins on these do seem to be reducing down. Well, some of them do. We may actually have a jam. I think I'm going to get drafted soon. Sergeant KP. Who am I kidding? Major General. General even. Heck, Commander. Owl works for MI5. Confirmed. Oh, God. Let's all hope not. Dear me. The country's really in trouble if I'm dealing with the state secrets. Good Lord. Jam-making spies. Yes. I'm generally quite pleased with this. It's starting to look jam-like. I don't know. Alice might get drafted. I don't know. I have realised I've also left my messaging on loud, so I'm sorry if you're all getting... Let me just see if I can fix that. Sorry, very quickly. We won't always be through my phone, of course. There we go. Right, so if any messages come in the background, they're muted now. Except for you, good folk. Oh, amazingly, it still says 0 viewers. I can't fathom that bit. Then again, I haven't actually messaged anyone at Twitch to inquire why. Maybe they will be able to help. Render assistance. But yes, we planned to come and see RCKP, and I'll obviously put that on hold for now. But when we do, my goodness, we are painting various corners, I'm sure, of various towns in the UK. Well, red, white and blue, I'm sure, not just red. It'd be nice to see folk again, as we all continue to behave. And if in doubt, I can quote various sections of the Home Guard manual to you as to what we should all do in these difficult times. I particularly I had it at the start, I shall make a long arm for it. I particularly love the book because it was found in New Zealand at a time where they were struggling to find original copies of the UK's Home Guard manual. And it is an exact copy of what, I dare say, parents and grandparents were issued and knew all too well. But when I'm not steering with one hand, I shall open to a particularly favourite section of mine. It's a truly British entry regarding the benefits of camouflage. And if in doubt as well, you can go and see the delight of Dara Breen talking about stealth. Marvellous stuff. All things to keep us cheery in these lovely, lovely times. So how long have we got? Got just 10 minutes to go. We're going to have a proper jam. I know KP's a raspberry jam man, so well, sorry, you'll have to have a go at this. So that was a little bit threatening, wasn't it, usual? Hopefully be delighted by the delectation of the fig jam that is slowly becoming more and more fig jam-like. Joe says, I'm hoping for Doomslayer to appear and maim... That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Or the Terminator appears in a sort of blinding ball of electricity and just blasts it in the face or something. Sadly not. Invisible Enemy is probably right. Oh, give that a little shake. The little shaky poo. The only problem is, as I realised, I got on and put very strong... In fact, your gin, RCKP, we made live to camera from your marvellous gift. We've got to make some more at some point. But that is in here as well, because it called for Grand Marnier. We didn't have any, so we went for delightful, delightful gin. So this is already a bit of a... It's a unique jam, this. It's not the recipe. Or even close to the recipe. In quantity or ingredients. I'm basically making something in a pan. Bears no semblance to anything. Oh, hello. What do you think? How's it looking?
Yeah, it is starting to look more and more jam-like.
Mm-hmm.
And besides the skins, it looks like big
I'm
jams that
happy
I've
with the
seen.
looking of the skins.
What, you would want to spread that on your toast?
Yeah, give it a bit of
I think you should try a skin before you make that statement.
Okay. What do we think, folks? Let's have a little vote.
It
Do we
looks
think?
really good though.
I'll try and get it under the camera. Here we are. We're getting there.
It looks
folks.
really jam-like.
What do we think, folks? Are the skins going to be edible or not?
I think
What's
they're
that?
not going to be pleasant.
Was it Banzai or Banshee with the late night television? Which is
Bonsai.
Bonsai. Place your bets.
Was
now.
it Bonsai?
And it was crazy.
Banzai.
Banzai. Banzai. Does anybody remember?
I watched Takeshi's Castle more, I think.
Oh, I love Takeshi's Castle. I remember way back when we were doing our exams. Before one particular exam, all we did was watch Takeshi's Castle for an hour. No prep, no revision. Just watch Takeshi's Castle.
What, before an exam?
Yeah, before a proper official exam.
So that you weren't stressed out?
No, I think we just lost the plot and given up. But I think inadvertently, that's probably what it did. Is it probably actually stopped us all stressing.
I used to listen to Chopin before my exams.
Did
to
you?
stop me
Oh,
stressing,
good
yeah.
choice. Good choice. Big. Well, you know, I'm saying this to you as a surprise. I love Chopin. Mr. Nosler thinks avoid the skins.
Yeah, I agree.
KP and RC. If and when we ever get up to you, I'll be very surprised if any of this good stuff will be left over. Well, quite frankly, we'll make a fresh batch. Goodness gracious, we're not going to have you do
With
that.
actual fresh figs.
With fresh figs, you know, as opposed to improv. I'm a big fan of improv.
It's all on the edge
I know,
of the rim.
but-
No, like the top rim.
I know, I'm going to get that with my finger.
Okay.
That's for me.
I mean, that'll be really hot though.
There we are.
Thank you.
Do you want to swap? Have a go? You're going to get a sticky hand if you do.
Oh, am I?
Yeah,
No, I'm okay then.
I got it on my fingers. Mr. Nosler just googled it, nostalgia galore. Isn't it just? I don't understand the likes of your, I was about to say Saturday Night Fever, that's not what I meant.
Saturday Night Takeaway?
Yeah, or your...
With Ant and Dec?
Is it Love Island, the other one?
Oh, Love Island.
With sort of slightly narcissistic individuals being
So I don't think you
promiscuous.
mean Saturday Night Takeaway then. That's just like a...
No, I mean that kind of
Family
I
viewing.
don't get that kind of
I
stuff.
know, you don't like Saturday Night TV.
Well, I
It
do
really
watch.
bugs me.
I'll watch it for you though.
No, but you
I will
don't.
sit and eat my jam.
That's a lie.
Promise. No, I will do. Don't stop stirring. Big up Ant and Dec. Maybe just don't let him drive.
Oh,
Ooh, sorry.
too soon.
Too soon. Too soon.
Already making Corona jokes, but that's too soon. I've got sticky on it. Like, this is sticky. The table's sticky. It's all
It gets
around.
everywhere. I think jam
Probably-
making is a sticky process.
How do you know when it's thick enough? Like, doesn't it depend on the sort of jam that you like? Some people like a runny jam.
We're not having a
people-
runny jam, folks. How long have we got?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. I think maybe actually,
It
let's
seems
call this.
pretty
I
dark.
think, just as an estimate, I mean, I'm going to just do it this way. Hang
What
on,
do
if
you
I just.
think?
So I was trying to do that for the camera, just. That's a pretty thick jam, I think, and I think it will set some more. So let's get this off the heat, actually. Let's call it that. I think that will do it. Right.
Are you going to try a...
Yep, we're going to swap the camera around.
Oh, do you want me to move? Oh,
I
I
got
don't.
it.
It's too sticky.
Too sticky. Right, folks, we're de-sticking. Do we have any bread left?
Yeah? Do we not?
We might do.
M&S.
Not just any bread, folks. This is
Not
M&S bread.
Spawn.
Not sponsored. And here we are. Our jam. Right. Let's get something to put it down on. I know this is not what they're meant for, but... There we are. Right. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, one fig and orange jam with homemade Jim? Powerful stuff, I already can't pronounce it. Courtesy of RCKP. There we are. We'll let that cool, and we're going to Oh no, I've only just recently sterilised one jar, so I'll be fine, I think.
Okay.
It's very sticky though. Agree, Love Island is essentially a zoo full of chaps. Yes, I think that's about right. Now, I'm going to get a spoon. Let's see what we think of this. Apart from really, really hot, so I probably shouldn't be trying it just yet, but where were we on skins? I think Mr. Nosler said no, avoid. Here we go, folks. Blow. Oh no, they're good.
The skin?
Yep. They're broken down, so although they look perhaps not the most appealing bit of it, it's very soft indeed. I think I could have done with knocking out a bit more of the orange.
Is it really orangey?
I wanted more fig, I think. Yeah. But then again, maybe the fresh figs would have done it. But you definitely get fig. So here's a top tip, folks. You can definitely do this if all you can get a hold of is dried figs. That is rather good. Want to try some?
Okay.
Oh dear. Poor Mrs. House, she just finally got to sit down and then she can't get back up again. Want a fresh spoon, have you?
Well, I think that's the...
That's the culinary thing to do. Although I think I did just double dip by accident.
Yes, you certainly did.
Here we go, folks.
So who needs to sterilise your jars if you're double dipping?
Well, I will anyway. So, see what you think. I'll be honest, this is probably going to disappear before we have any guests.
Yeah, it's not a lot anyway.
No, it didn't actually make it.
And you're quite a...
I'm a thick spreader.
You're a preserve eater.
I am. Tasty stuff.
Oh, it's really orangey.
It could do with more fig, couldn't it?
It's really orangey. It's really sweet. Is jam normally this sweet? I feel like you could knock that sugar down.
I think I agree. I think we're going to do this again, folks. I think we're going to do it again and we're going to...
You get the kick of gin at the end.
Yeah, that little just sort of nudge of it at the back. But it could do with more fig taste, I think. Less sugar. It's like the rhubarb again, folks. If you want to catch up and you can see we did the rhubarb and we changed our minds and knocked a whole bunch of sugar out and it really invigorated the taste. I think that's exactly what this could do with.
I feel like the more you taste it, the more you can taste the gin.
Also, the gin was very powerful.
Yeah, it is.
KP does that all the time. Waits until I'm comfortable or about to drift off, and then he tells me to get up and come here. Apricots, mate. Apricots would work too, Jam. I mean, ooh, I love an apricot jam. So maybe we'll make a jam session. At some point, we'll get a couple on the go at once.
Okay.
But for now, I think we can call that a success, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's get some of that tubbed up then, and then put it in the fridge. I'll take the one that I sterilised last time. Do it now. Start again. Haven't got any apricots. I can't, less sugar. I like it. Alice says jam session. As in... You
could play your banjo in the background.
I could. Oh!
In between stars.
Yes, I could occasionally just whip out an instrument of various types and... Jam. Me want jam. We shall make jam. I am a massive fan of jam. My favourite is black cherry, but...
well, we have lots of... We have
actually got cherries in, haven't we?
And some in Kirsch.
So...
Maybe you could use that and turn it into a jam.
Yeah, we could use it.
Because it needs to be used.
Here we are. So, it is incredibly sticky, though. Trying to get it in without it getting absolutely everywhere. Yes, the wonderful thing about a banjo is you can sing along to your heart's content. It doesn't matter if you couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. The banjo will cover for you. It's a kind instrument. It'll just hide it for you.
Like the triangle.
Exactly, like the triangle. Well, I'll be honest, if you sing along whilst playing the triangle, I think it's going to catch people. Oh, no, I've done that badly. Oh, no. That's clearly going to need a bit of cleaning. However, it is going to neatly make just one jar and a bit. So let's just... And oh no, that's too much. This is nice. This is quite therapeutic.
So you know what you're having for breakfast tomorrow then? You could always like put it on top of your yogurt.
Yeah, yogurt and fig jam. There we are, folks. How about that?
That was good.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I need a bit of a clean. It's very, very sticky. So, do we have another? Actually, I haven't got another suitably sterilised jar. But
there are jam jars, but that's it.
Yeah, I can probably sterilise one quickly. So we'll do that and we'll tub the rest of it up. But I don't want to do it into an... As you're all learning, you're all becoming preserving aficionados, as I am becoming a complete amateur. Always sterilise your containers. You don't want any bad bacteria growing along the sides of it or anything like that. It'll ruin whatever you preserve. So there we go. That's it for that. Well, we got more bad joke. Anyone else got a bad joke they want to throw in? And we'll just have a general chit chat and a chin wag before we head on for the rest of the evening. Nice, sanitise another set of jars. There we go. Let's go and possibly show you some builder's bottom. I hope not. Sorry if I am. Ooh. Right, let's quickly wash this up. That will dry in the oven. It might evaporate slightly, but that's all right. Let's just see if I can get a little bit more in there. And yes, and again, no idea how many people are sat watching, but if there's anyone quietly watching, do say hello. It's always nice to see new faces and chat to our familiar regulars. Join in on the bean debate. Where do you stand? The great problem of our time. Forget COVID-19 and all this nonsense. This is clearly the important thing. Did you hear about the crab that pulled a mussel at the underwater disco? I'm wondering where this joke's going, Mr. Nosler. I have not heard. I'll have to laugh out loud at your wet my plants. This is honestly, I think, the most whimsical stream we've done yet. We're far away from Nigella Lawson and her innuendos. The only reason I'm not going to close the lid is I'm going to let it cool a bit before I do that, because this is absolute. I don't know if you might even be able to see. There's actually condensation building in some small. No. I think putting it in is fine. It's just before I close the lid, it needs to cool, and I just need to basically try and press out any of these air pockets as much as I can, because they're just little gaps, and the fewer we have, the better. So I'm just going to, once the chat fuels us with a marvellous punnery, I'm just going to press this in, try and eke out as much of the little air pockets as we can. Notifications worked, which is, oh good, excellent. Well, I'm glad they are starting to work again. Maybe it's a temporary glitch, who knows. So here we are. Now we've gone from stirring to massaging jam. Just trying to push it down there into all the nooks and crannies. Look at us being civil. I know, we're a civil bunch. Keep calm and carry on has got its merits. Oh, and spilling jam everywhere. Go on, I'm going to have that bit. Oh no, it's in my facial hair. That's if I have facial hair, of course. Maybe it's. This is all a cunning double bluff, you see. You know. That's what I say. It's sort of, yes. Am I that cunning? Am I Baldric or am I a mastermind? Who knows? Who's to say? I think Mrs. Owl's to say. Which one am I? No, she didn't hear that. What? I said I'm cunning and a mastermind. I said it's either Baldric or an actual mastermind. I said, which one do you think? Baldric, definitely Baldric. Everybody gangster until they bring up the great bean debate, and yes, guns at dawn, and I suppose tin openers at dawn. Right, I think I'm now just massaging jam and I'm not helping, but I think that has knocked out some of the air bubbles. So if I just give that a... just It's actually so thick, that's not doing anything at all.
Just making it come out the sides.
No, I've done that by being mucky, so I'm going to have to clean that. But this kind of thing, whoops, daisy. What happened? So we're just going to... And there we are. Pretty much there.
Part of me thinks that we shouldn't have used this one.
Yeah?
Because of this.
Oh, because
so
of
imagine
the silicone
how
lip.
sticky that's going to get.
Well, I think maybe some of that's going to be coming out already this evening on a piece of bread for me, I think.
Oh, very nice.
So, Heinz at noon. Yeehaw, it's high noon. Now that's a Western that I think anyone's seen before. So I think that's it from us, folks. Oh, hang on, I can tell you the bit from the Home Guard that always makes me laugh. Hang on. Where is it? The marvellous section. I leave you with this Gentle Whimsy. I don't know who Gentle Whimsy is, but he can stay here and he can keep chatting to you. That really is boring. There we go. Camouflage, page 79. Here we go. Bearing in mind this was the this was genuine guidance given to our brave grandparents and parents when doing individual camouflage. In using grass, twigs of lupin, scrub, etc., care must be taken to see that it is changed when moving to a new position if the vegetation changes. Do too little with grass and twigs rather than too much. A moving bush invites a bullet. That, I think, has got to be some of my favourite ever advice in a book that there has ever been. And on that gently whimsical note, you're quite welcome, Joe. My pleasure. I like to see what everyone's getting up to. So that is going to be all from us for tonight. I'm going to have a sit and a think, and we'll have a chat about what we're going to do with the 3 weeks we've now got in. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a sort of a little bit of adaptation, but that's for all of us generally, I suppose, not just on Twitch. So until then, we're going to let this cool. I'm in fact going to have a big chunk of this on a piece of bread, which is going to please me greatly. So to everyone, thank you for joining us. To those of you who didn't chat, thank you for being here anyway. You're all welcome. It's always a delight. Fill your bathtub with beans. Mr. Nosler, as ever. That should be on a t-shirt somewhere. Maybe you could do that. Have a t-shirt covered in beans. Always a pleasure to chat to everyone. I hope you enjoyed yourselves too. Take care of yourselves. Give all your best to your family. Keep in touch with them. Stay safe. And we'll all be fine. I would play the Dad's Army theme, but it's over there and you've had it twice. So in that case, it's most likely it's a goodbye from me, goodbye from Mrs. Owl, and we'll... Why am I waving like a crab? Anyway, I've forgotten how to wave. Oh, never mind. Have a great evening, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
And here comes the hand again. I've broken it. Oh, we're still here. Goodbye.